Oh boy. Well, our dark overlord, our dark technocratic overlord of big tech, Elon Musk, has now taken full control of Twitter. What better way to make Twitter the public town square, whatever you want to call it, a free and open space than to put it under the singular private ownership of the most wealthy, powerful, and politically biased man on Earth. I frankly couldn't think of any better way to just keep Twitter chugging along strong. Obviously, this is an absolute nightmare. I don't think this is going to have any significant change to Twitter itself. If anything, it's just going to mean that either ads will be pulled from Twitter and the company will go under, or Elon Musk will have to keep up the same level of moderation that he's had to for a long time to keep ads from pulling out, and nothing will essentially change. And maybe we can get an edit button. Maybe we even get an edit button. That would be nice. Anyway, New York Times. Or sorry, not New York Times. CNN Business. I don't hate New York Times, but they do make me pay to read their articles. CNN Business does not, so there is that. Elon Musk has completed his $44 billion deal to buy Twitter, a source familiar with the deal told CNN Thursday, putting the world's richest man in charge of one of the world's most influential social media platforms. Ain't that just the shining beacon of freedom that all of the Elon Musk fans were hoping for? Musk fired CEO Parag Agrawal and two other executives, according to two people familiar with the decision. Twitter declined to comment. The deal's closing removes a cloud of uncertainty that has hung over Twitter's business. Employees and shareholders for much of the year, interesting. I don't know why it was worded that way. After initially agreeing to buy the company in April, Musk spent months attempting to get out of the deal, first citing concerns about the number of bots in the platform and later allegations raised by a company whistleblower. Yeah, he really tried to find a lot of ways to get out of this, and eventually he kind of had to go into it. So my bet is that this was all a political scheme. He realized he couldn't get out of it, and now he's going to have to actually seriously manage Twitter, or it's going to go under and be a very unwise gamble for him. Musk appeared to acknowledge the takeover in a tweet Thursday night, saying, "The bird is freed." How absolutely LARPy. By completing the deal, Musk and Twitter have avoided a trial that was originally set to take place earlier this month, but Musk's takeover and the immediate firings of some of its top executives now raises a host of new questions for the future of the social media platform, and the many corners of society impacted by it. Musk on Thursday also fired CFO Ned Segal and policy head Vijaya Gade? I don't know. According to two sources. Musk has said he plans to rethink Twitter's content moderation policies in service of a more maximalist approach to free speech. That's always a good sign on a platform that's already allowing literal, terrorists to operate on their platform, such as Libs of TikTok, who's regularly calling for her audience to harass doctors and teachers, and has been responsible for multiple bomb threats on children's hospitals. And is still continuing to do it, and yet Twitter has not banned her. That's only going to get worse now, apparently. Perhaps most immediately, many will be watching to see how soon Musk could let former President Trump back on the platform, as he has previously said he would do. Depending on the timing, such a move could have major implications for the upcoming U.S. midterm elections, as well as the 2024 presidential campaign. What did I fucking tell you? We're going to have a Gamergate 2. I told all of you that Gamergate 2 was coming. I hate to have to roll around to my own being fucking correct, but this is how it happens. Trump back on Twitter, able to spread his message. There's a good chance Trump wins in 2024 simply because, if he runs, simply because he has access to his Twitter account again and can spread his messaging to the people again. How have you seen how insane the Republicans have gotten in his absence from the main public platform of Twitter? Can you imagine how much worse it'll get when he has his Twitter account back? In taking those steps, Musk could single-handedly upend the media and political ecosystem, reshape public discourse online, and disrupt the nascent sphere of conservative-leading social media properties that emerged lately in response to grievances about bans and restrictions on Twitter and other mainstream services. Earlier this week, Musk visited Twitter's San Francisco headquarters to meet with the employees. He also posted an open letter to Twitter advertisers saying he doesn't want the platform to, quote-unquote, become a free-for-all hellscape where anything can be said with no consequence. The acquisition also promises to extend Musk's influence. The billionaire already owns, oversees, or has significant stakes in companies developing cars, rockets, robots, and satellite internet, as well as more experimental ventures such as brain implants. Now he controls a social media platform that shapes how hundreds of millions of people communicate and get their news. So, this is dystopian. For more reasons than one. The most important reason this is dystopian is that Twitter is the largest platform in regards to people's communication and expression of ideas and opinions out there. And now one man, who is extremely politically motivated, has the power to control that. And what is perceived as being the popular narrative or the truth. He now has control over it for a lot of people. And that is a scary idea. Even more scary, though, is the fact that this guy already has so much fucking power. If you're one of the people who's concerned about technocrats using, like, vaccines and brain pills to control you, you should be concerned about this. You really should be. Do you really think it's a good idea that the guy who's currently working to develop brain chips build billionaire colonies on Mars and create autonomous vehicles that will be taking over the roads? Do you really think it's a good idea that that same guy also have control of what everybody says and what everybody's opinion gets to be in the public forum? Because that's what it is now. Or what it may be. And that should be very worrying to you. Twitter should not be a privately owned company. At least at the point that it's reached, ideally it would not be. And if you're a conservative in favor of that, and yet you also claim to be against, like, the whole, like, tech, like, free, what's it called? Silicon Valley, big tech, monopoly, like, left-wing, anti-conservative, whatever. If you're against big tech and Silicon Valley, you should be against this. Because Elon Musk is as big tech and Silicon Valley establishment as it fucking gets. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like. It really does help out my videos, my streams, my channel, and my content a lot more than I think you guys realize. It heavily, heavily pushes my content out to brand new people who've never seen my content before, which really helps the channel. And of course, if you want to see more from me and you're a new viewer, you can always subscribe and ring the bell icon down below to turn on all notifications so YouTube actually tells you when I go live or upload a new video. And of course, if you want to see more from me online, you can follow my social medias, all linked down below, including my Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, fan Discord, as well as my other social media, so definitely follow me there. And of course, finally, if you've got some extra money that you don't need and you don't want, and you feel like you want to support me financially to help me save up for my moving goal and to help me produce more of this content, you can always do so by donating, subscribing, or gifting a sub on my website, xanderhall.com/live, or supporting me financially through YouTube, Twitch, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or even through Patreon. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and have a good one.